important, such an bro. And I wanted to make this for a while. I just completely remember it right now. Like that's what I want to talk about. One of the most important things God has always talked about, talking through Matthew, relating to the world right now and how our children are being, the school system pretty much making all our children um, adhere and follow and learn all these sexual things in school, like learning about sexuality at such a young age, transgenderism, homosexuality, all these things, bringing LGBTQ teachers, all that into their schools. Just listen to this. And in the other version, I'll put a picture up because it's even more in detail. So, Matthew, at the same time came the disciples unto Jesus, saying, who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? They're talking to Jesus. Jesus is speaking directly to the disciples. And Jesus called a little child unto him and set him in the midst of them and said, verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. And that means because he's saying, why would you convert to children? Because children are the innocent ones. Obviously everyone is born with that natural sin, but children are the most innocent. Their minds are the most innocent, right? Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoso shall receive one such little child in my name receiveth me. But, listen to this, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones, and in another version that I'll put on the screen, it talks about whoso causes these little ones to sin. Because he talks about how we should have that mindset or that purity as a child to enter the kingdom of heaven. That's why Jesus brings the little child so the disciples can understand and the people of Galilee that he's speaking to can understand. So he's saying, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones or bring or introduce sin to these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him. It's better for that person who introduced that sin to the little ones that a millstone were hanged about his neck and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. Woe unto the world because of offenses, for it must needs be that offenses come, but woe to that man by whom the offense cometh. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me that doesn't relate, and regardless of how you feel, it could be many things, but I just think of now the LGBTQ movement going into our education system, specifically to little children. I don't even know when it started because I'm not putting my children in that garbage. Teaching them about transgenderism, bringing transgender teachers into the school, wearing dresses, teaching them about the idea that, oh, it's all genders is all about our feelings. It's always changing at such a young age. And we understand that teaching something like that is leading them into sin because homosexuality is a sin. God created man and woman. So, like I always say, God doesn't have to speak specifically like, oh, in 2023, God isn't saying here in Matthew chapter 18, in 2023, when they bring these things to the schools, make sure you don't allow it. He doesn't need to say that. You can just tell. He says, while having that childlike mindset, showing them this child, like this is the kind of mindset you want, this purity, this absolute humbleness, because the kid doesn't understand the things of the world. That's why you always think about why when you're poor as a kid or whatever situation you're in, you're not worried about bills. You're not worried about the problems of the world. You're not worried about housing. You're not worried about all that. You're so pure. You're still learning so much things. Why not have that mindset to bring upon that kind of mindset into the kingdom of heaven? That same mindset that is being absolutely destroyed by this disgusting generation that is controlled by Satan, of course. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, and I will put on the screen, whoso allows these individuals to sin, it's better for the individual that did that to be hung about his neck and drowned in the depth of the sea. Jesus Christ is King. Do not pollute the children. Don't you even think about it. The purest of the purest, you might as well just put yourself in the sea and drown. That couldn't be more. Ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly why, hopefully, my beautiful family is not here at that time, but I will choose to homeschool. I don't even want to allow that for my children to see such wizardry and witchcraft. I'm not sitting here hating on the LGBT community or hating on gay people. I'm hating. I'm not even hating. I don't like, and God doesn't like, and Jesus Christ doesn't like if you're living in sin. He doesn't hate you if you're LGBTQ and you consider one of yourself as one of the alphabet boys. He doesn't hate you if you're gay. It's. I'm gonna even go as far as saying this, and this is why God is the greatest. He doesn't hate you if you're a murderer. He doesn't hate you if you're a rapist. He hates you because you have. He doesn't hate. Let's not say that. He doesn't like that you have that free will and you chose to sin. And because you chose to sin, you went and murdered. You went and raped. You went and cheated. You went and killed. You went and did drugs, sorcery, tarot cards, sorcery. All this stuff. I could go all day, but it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. Jesus Christ is king.